What is good, Josh? Your girl Queen B coming to y'all with yet another reaction. Now, I must say, your boy Pete Hegseth is on fire today, right along with everybody else who is there representing him and having his back. Now, let me just tell you this. Trump knew exactly what he was doing when he was finger picking these people. You know what I'm saying? And as he said, he stands behind them 100%. And I have you all to thank because there was a question a while ago in my reaction where I was asking, I was like, when Trump picked these people to have on his team, I was like, is it official? Yeah, because he's the president, or like, do they have to go through, these certain steps to actually get that title? And y'all was like, yeah, they have to literally go against the people that dislike them. You know what I'm saying? I did not know that. Now, my next question is, we're 6 days away from Trump being sworn into office. Does everybody have to go through what Pete is going through, or is it like certain selects of people that have to go through this? You know what I'm saying? I need to know. These are the questions that I do have because, again, I'm still on this learning journey. It's going on almost 3 years, and you can never stop learning. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it's all about. That's why I built this community on my channel, because y'all are there to enlighten me. Y'all are there to let me know, like, hey, Queen, just stay away from this because this, and that. You know what I'm saying? And, of course, I do my own research on my own as well. But it wouldn't be fun if I'm just doing it by myself. You know what I'm saying? Or if the information is not really correct, because the whole part of researching and finding out is to get the truth. So that's why I appreciate y'all and I love y'all. So please help me out, y'all. Is this going to happen to everybody that Trump picked, or is it just a selective few that are having to go having to do this? So like I said, your boy's on fire today, y'all. So the title of this is Pete Hegseth spars with Sen Warren in heated exchange. So let's dive into it, y'all. We're going to chop it up towards the end. Let's go.
Senator Warren.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And Mr. Hegseth, thank you. Thank you for your service. So if you're confirmed as Secretary of Defense, you will oversee our military, including about 250,000 women who currently serve on active duty in the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the Space Forces, and the Marines. And I have serious concerns that your behavior toward women disqualifies you from serving in this role. Now, I've been trying to get answers from you for quite some time on this. You haven't wanted to meet or to answer any of my questions, so we'll just have to do it here and dive in. I want to pick up on some of the questions asked by Senators Shaheen and Gillibrand and Hirono, and I just want to make sure we have a list of some of the facts that I think are undisputed. I'm not going to talk about anonymous sources. I'm just going to quote you directly. We've got the video. We've got it in print. So going back to January 2013, you told a Fox News interviewer that women in the military simply couldn't measure up to men in the military, saying that allowing women to serve in combat roles would force the military to lower the bar. You picked up on that same theme in 2015, making remarks on Fox News, referring to women in combat as, quote, it would erode standards. June 2024, you said on Ben Shapiro's podcast, quote, women shouldn't be in combat at all. And then, of course, we've talked about it in 2024. You published a book, and you say on page 26 of your book, we need moms, but not in the military, especially in combat units. Page 48 of your book, you claim that women should not be in combat roles because men are distracted by women. And then 10 weeks ago, you appeared on the Sean Ryan show and said, I'm straight up just saying we should not have women in combat roles. Now, I presume you recall making all these statements?
Senator, I'm not familiar with the article you're pointing to in 2013, but it underscores my argument completely, because in that 2013 argument, I was talking about standards.
So
standards are what it's always been about,
Senator. Let's not have
Senator.
this same fight again.
Always been about Senate
I've quoted
standards.
you directly. We've got the video. We're happy to show it. But I want to be clear here. For 12 years, you were quite open about your views, and your views were consistently the same. Women are inferior soldiers, sailors, Marines, airmen, and guardians. And in case anyone missed the point, and these are your words from 10 weeks ago, women absolutely straight up should not be permitted to serve in combat. And I notice on each of these quotes, those are said without qualification. It's not by how much you can lift or how fast you can run. They don't belong in combat, period, or your words, straight up. And then on November 9th, 2024, just 32 days after your last public comment saying that women absolutely should not be in combat, you declared that, quote, some of our greatest warriors are women, and you support having them serve in combat. Now, that is a very, very big about face in a very, very short period of time. So help me understand, Mr. Hegseth.
Okay, y'all, and I'm going to pause it right here because, one, I wrote down her name, Elizabeth Warren, because I need to research her. I don't know anything about her, so I'm just putting it out there, but I will do my research, or, some of y'all can help me out in the comment section just to explain to me who she is. Another thing that I'm just watching and paying attention to is how respectful Pete Hegseth is. As you can see, he's quiet while she's talking. The minute she asks him a question and he gets to talking, she's y'all back at him and not letting him get what he needs to say across. So hopefully I can hear what Pete has to say in a very respectful way without her coming in and y'all at him. Okay. And another thing, just me personally, my father fought in the war and stuff like that, and I get the stories and stuff like that. To each his own. I know, as for me, I can agree with Pete. If you see the stuff that they see and the stuff that they have to go through and all of that, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's other fields in that area that women can do and stuff like that. But me personally, I leave that part, come back to the men and find out what better suits me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sorry. I'm just one to agree. Yeah. Because some stuff is strictly for the man. That's just my opinion. Okay. But who cares, right? I do. Let's get it.
What extraordinary event happened in that 32-day period that made you change the core values you had expressed for the preceding 12 years?
Senator, again, I very much appreciate you bringing up my comments from 2013, because for me, this issue has always been about standards. And unfortunately, because of some of the people that have been in political power for the last 4 years, priorities other than standards, lethality, and meritocracy have driven decision-making.
I'm quoting you from the podcast. Women shouldn't be in combat at all. Where is the reference to standards? That they should be there if they can carry, if they can run? I don't see that at all, Mr. Hegseth. What I see is that there's a 32-day period in which you suddenly have another description about your views of women in the military. And I just want to know, what changed in the 32 days that the song you sang is not the song you come in here today to sing?
Senator, the concerns I have and the concerns that many have had, especially in ground combat units, is that in pursuit of certain percentages or quotas, standards have been changed. And that makes the combat more difficult
let me make a
for everybody involved.
Can he finish? Oh my God, she's annoying. Stop cutting him off and let him talk. Ooh, I'm sorry, y'all. Shut up and let the man talk. You asking him a question, he's trying to answer it, and you keep cutting him off. Let him talk.
About what happened in that 32 days. You got a nomination from President Trump. Now, I've heard of deathbed conversions, but this is the first time I've heard of a nomination conversion. And I hope you understand that many women serving in the military right now might think that if you can convert so rapidly your long-held and aggressively pursued views in just 32 days, that 32 days after you get confirmed, maybe you'll just reverse those views and go back to the old guy who said straight up, women do not belong in combat. Now, Mr. Hegseth, you have written that after they retire, generals should be banned from working for the defense industry for 10 years. You and I agree. on the corrosive effects of the revolving door between the Pentagon and defense contractors. It's something I would have liked to talk with you about if you'd come and been willing to visit with me. But the question I have for you on this is, will you put your money where your mouth is and agree that when you leave this job, you will not work for the defense industry for 10 years?
Senator, it's not even a question I've thought about because
You can
it's
think
not
about it
one
right
that,
now.
It's not one, my motivation for this job
I understand
has never
that. I
been
just
about
need
what
a
could
yes or no
conceivably
here.
come next.
Time is short. I just need a yes or no.
I would consult with the president about what the policy should be
In
at the Defense
other
Department.
words, you're quite sure that every general who serves should not go directly into the defense industry for 10 years. But you're not willing to make that same pledge?
I'm not a general, Senator.
You'll be the one, let us just be clear,
Boom.
in charge of the generals.
Shut up.
So you're saying sauce for the goose, but certainly not sauce for the gander?
I would want to see what the policy of the
Oh,
president
I'll
is.
bet you would.
Thank you, Senator Warren.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.
Okay. Well, y'all, so there you have it. There you have it. Like I stated before, I just don't like the fact that she was asking questions that he was trying to answer and then she cuts him off. But that's what they do. They tend to do that a lot. They tend to yell and blah, 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 and won't let you get the true point across, which that's annoying. So I had to stop it and say that. I probably annoyed some of y'all by stopping and saying it, but I mean, somebody had to say it. Like, it's annoying. Let him talk. Let him talk. Yeah, but y'all can see, look at my thing. Like, Pete is actually just going viral right now, left to right. And the crazy thing is, y'all, this is my first time real time watching these type of, what do you call these? Oh, well, confirmation hearing. Okay, I just seen it right there. So this is my first time real time actually watching this, and it's pretty interesting. So again, I say this to y'all. Does everybody that Trump picked has to go through this, or just a selective few? Please drop it in the comment section, because I'm actually learning, and I'm going to do my research on who Elizabeth Warren really is, and you know, what's her background and things like that. That's what it's all about. At the end of the day, it's just knowing who these people are going up against, you know what I'm saying, and what they stand for. So I really appreciate for the ones who reached out to me and said they are actually starting a journey with me. For the ones who said, you know, they seen me at day one when I first started. I appreciate y'all, because y'all can see I come a long way. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I play around, you know what I'm saying? I do joke a lot, but at the same time, I still do what I need to do to feed my own soul. No one can no longer feed it for me. That's a no-no. No. And I just really ask that you guys like, comment, subscribe. If you don't subscribe, you're just talking about, just come and talk your mess, and get the heck on. I don't care. No, but for real, make sure y'all hit that like button so that this video can maneuver and get out there for other people to see. Because at the end of the day, we all wanted one thing, and that was to make America great again.